I hate starting videos like this. I know one of my biggest pet peeves is when you invest money to fix something on a vehicle and then in less than a year, you're having the same issue again. So, you see this mess right here? You see all that right there? Yeah, looks nasty, doesn't it? What that is power steering fluid and a little bit of oil right there, which I think is because I just did an oil change. I didn't tighten the drain plug enough, but that's minor. That's a simple fix. And this is water from the AC, so it's not as bad as you think, but all that is power steering fluid. This is where I messed up. I went and bought a used rack and pinion from a junkyard from another 08 Acura TL Type S, which only had 49,000 miles. I thought to myself, you know what? That doesn't sound too bad. And it was only 120 bucks. And I got a 6-month warranty on it. What could go wrong? This is what went wrong. What I have right here is a brand new rack and pinion from a company named Master Pro, and I bought it from Speed Zone. And I did shout them out in the last video, so make sure you guys go see them if you're in Kissimmee, Orlando area. They are the best people to go to get parts. And I got this for an amazing deal and a lifetime warranty. So next time, buy new or buy remanufactured. Don't buy used, otherwise you'll be in the same predicament I'm in right now, spending the money twice. And on top of that, I'm making an investment in a new clutch again in less than a year. Don't mind what it says on there. That's just my friends playing a joke, okay? I mean, it is kind of slow, to be honest with you, but whatever. It's not a big deal. This is what I should have done in the beginning, is to go OEM and not really go with aftermarket clutches. And the problem was that I went with the aftermarket clutch I didn't really know much about. I never used it in any of my cars before, but I'll touch on that later in another video. Once I get the other clutch out, and I'll be able to explain more about it, and I'll do a full review about this clutch versus the aftermarket clutch that's in the car right now, which is absolutely terrible. Anyway, enough of that. That's not the reason why you clicked on this video, to hear me rambling about repairs or whatever. We're gonna get into the reason why you see the thumbnail and the title. The best tires that I've purchased and that anybody out there could purchase for less than $500. Roll the intro. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Brotherly Reviews. For those that are new, my name is Jonathan. This is my 2008 Acura TL Type S, which I'm about to do a little tire review on real quick. But first of all, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you like this video, and turn on the bell and post notifications so you're notified every time a new video is uploaded. I'm gonna try and do at least one per week, keep the channel going and get us out there. So once again, share this with your friends, your family, share it with at least 3 or 4 people, and get us out there. I really would appreciate it. So right here you see Julia. Yes, that is her name. I don't know how I got the name for her, but there she is, man. Looking super clean and pretty, and some nice fresh rubber. So these are the tires that I went and bought. I did a lot of research on them. These are the Firestone Firehawk Indy 500. I don't know if you see that right there. And the size I went with, original tire size here is a 235/45/17. The size I decided to go with this time is a 255/40/17. And this is like a very highly recommended size on the Acura forums for these cars. It fits very nicely. I mean, I love the way it looks. It's nice and meaty, nice and aggressive looking. Same thing in the back, and I got spaces on mine, so it just makes it look even better. It's nice and flush. But I got these tires for less than $500. You can even go on Tire Rack. You can go on onlinetires.com and have them on there. You know, then you pay a little extra for shipping. This is what I went with. These are extreme performance summer tires. This is probably the best looking tread I've seen on any tire, and I absolutely love it. So the purpose of what I'm really doing is that I'm just gonna go over like why I went with these tires versus higher brands like Continental, Michelin, Bridgestone, Toyo, and why I went with these versus everything else. It really says a lot about tires when people that own high performance cars such as Dodge Charger or Dodge Challenger Hellcats, Lexus ISF or RCF, performance cars out there are getting rid of their factory Continentals or Goodyears, Michelins, and all the other expensive tire brands and switching to these Firestones. Another look at the tread. Super attractive and aggressive looking. These are a 340 AA tread wear. There's no mileage warranty on them, so I really don't know like the average amount of miles we get out of them. But from the people that I've seen running these tires, you know, if they're not beating on the car all year round, they get about 25, 30, 35,000 miles, you know, doing regular rotations and, you know, maintenance to them. So if I get a good year out of these tires, I'll be super happy about it. So I had to come inside because there was a lot of motorcycles being reckless and it was starting to get a little windy. So I want to make sure you guys can hear me clearly and, you know, make sure there's no interruptions or background noise. So I was in the market for a new set of tires. I wasn't really particularly wanting an all season because I live in Florida, so we really don't see much of winter here. We really don't see much of fall. It's like summer and spring the majority of the year round. It'll get cold for a couple months, but all season tires are really not necessary where we live over here. In some cases, some all season tires cost more than summer tires. I've been doing research on these tires for about a year and a half, close to 2 years, contemplating, doing a lot of research, doing a lot of comparisons, and talking to the people personally that have these same tires on their cars and how they feel about them. So I've had them on my car for about a week and a half now, and so far I absolutely love them. The cornering traction is ridiculous. Like, I can turn corners so much easier and faster now. I don't hear any squeal from the tires. I don't feel any loss of traction. I don't feel like any loss of confidence within the tire. I don't feel any sidewall flex like I felt with other tires I've used. And road noise, I really don't hear a lot of road noise either, which is surprising. It's usually the more aggressive the tire tread is, the more road noise you're gonna get, the more wear you're gonna get out of it. You know, there's even tires out there that cost like $200 and something a piece, and people only get like maybe 10 or 15,000 miles out of them, which is terrible, to be honest with me. The first video review I saw was on a 2017 Chevrolet Camaro SS with an automatic transmission. Those cars normally come with a set of Goodyears and 275. I believe it's 275, 35, 20. Don't quote me on that, but you know, somewhere around that size. And the best time that he got was 4.4 0 to 60. And that's before he slapped on the Firestones. He did about 3 or 4 different runs with the original tires, and then he went and switched to the Firestones and did the same, you know, rolling start or 0 to 60, 0 to 100. And just for putting on those tires, he dropped about 0.2 to 0.3 seconds 0 to 60. And just by switching to these tires that were cheaper than the original Goodyears that the car came with. If you like to go to the drag strip, you like to do autocross, you like to do circuit racing, tires are a very, very vital part of the time you're gonna run, how tightly you can hug those turns, and like, of course, your air pressure counts as well. But if you're an everyday driver like me, I won't really be using these tires, aggressively, because I want them to last for a good little while. And I want to, have the best experience out of them. Yes, I do go to the drag strip occasionally. Probably heard people tell you the most important thing on a car is the tires. Okay, without tires, the car is not going to go anywhere whatsoever. Without having good tires on the car, you're not going to get the best traction in the rain, not going to get the best traction in the dry. You're not going to have the proper water separation that you're going to have for the kind of conditions that you normally drive in. So here in Florida, it rains a lot, and this is like one of the things I looked at when I was looking for these tires, is how good they are in the wet. And they were 4.5 out of 5 was the majority of the ratings that I saw. So all that comes into play, like when you're really looking at tires and you want to get something that's really, really good for your car, you look at ratings. You pay attention to the dry traction, the wet traction, the overall tread wear, road noise. All that comes into play, and all those checked, 4.5, 5 stars in almost every review. So it just gave me more and more confidence. Like, you know what? Let me just pull the trigger on them. Let me get them. Let me see, let me just see what the hype is all about. And I am impressed. I really, really am. Like, I was considering going with a set of Michelin Pilot Super Sports when I was first looking for a more aggressive tire, for me to go to the drag strip with occasionally. But when I saw these and I was doing so much research on them, I just, it's time. It's time to get them. Unfortunately, I haven't done any straight line performance testing with them yet, because I just saw at the beginning of the video I got to replace my clutch. So it's really not going to do me any good trying to launch the car, doing these 0 to 60 or 0 to 100 runs, because all my car is going to keep doing is you know, slipping the clutch. So it's not gonna do any good to you now. So that, you know, I'd say that for a later review. If right now I just want to give you, like, you know, the most important things, you know, with the dry traction, the road noise, the confidence, and just the overall, like, review of why these tires are so great, and the fact that they're so cheap. Like, I got this set shipped to my door for less than $500, and I just went to a shop and had them installed, and there you go. I got super high performance tires, which are outbeating Michelin, outbeating Continental, outbeating Bridgestone, Nittos. Is outbeating all those by a landslide for half the cost. Someone's gonna put these kind of tires on a car that makes 700 horsepower, like a Hellcat, for example. You know they gotta be good. So a 300 horsepower car should handle them, no problem, and absolutely no problem whatsoever. It's probably the best purchase I've made in terms of tires, and I recommend it to anybody, and anybody that's looking for high performance, better traction, less road noise for a much cheaper price. So now I'm just gonna do a quick little drive so you guys can get an idea of the road noise. I got the windows up, sunroof is closed. Not on the highway yet, but I'm just gonna do a quick little run down this side street. The noise you're probably gonna hear the most is my exhaust. You know, I have a ATLP V2 catback, NSRPM NSRPM J pipe, and a RV6 test pipe. So that's all the noise you're really gonna hear. So the road noise, I really don't hear much from the tires at all. All right, so here I am back on the main road again. There's my slipping clutch again. So I'm doing about 50-55 right now. 6 gear. Very minimal road noise for such an aggressive tire. Just cruising along. Don't hear nothing, right? Smooth, quiet, aggressive at the same time. Very grippy. And really, I really am just overwhelmed with how great these tires are for such a cheap price of less than $500. So that's gonna be a wrap for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you leave a thumbs up. I really would appreciate it. And subscribe if you're new. Share with your friends and your family. And just so you know, I do these reviews just straight off rip. I don't rehearse. I just do it as real as possible and how it is. Just another quick little walk around how great these tires look on the car. See the tread right there again. Once again, these are Firestone Firehawk Indy 500. You can get them on Tire Rack, you can get them on onlinetires.com. Simple tire. The only place I really want to recommend you going to get them is that Firestone itself, because they're going to charge you 3 arms and 7 legs. So go online is your best bet. Well, like I said, go to Speed Zone. They're going to be your #1 source for any car parts you need, any tires, performance mods. Anything you need, those are my guys right there. I will leave the information in the description below. So that's gonna do it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.